Today I'm going to share with you the 3 best ways to easily lose belly fat and overall body fat at home. If there's no way to target the fat burn just from our belly area, we have to burn fat from our whole body to tap into the fat stores around our midsection. And although exercise can increase the amount of calories that we burn and help us burn a little more fat, the main driver of fat loss is going to be diet. So I want to give you guys the best 3 diet approaches to easily burn fat fast. As you burn fat from your whole body, you'll definitely notice a difference around your waist. And like I said, these diet approaches are very effective for seeing results within just a few days. To effectively burn fat, we can't just concentrate on calories in and calories out. Insulin is a fat storage hormone, and it's directly linked to fat loss. If you want to burn fat, the fastest way to do it is by controlling and lowering your insulin levels. Insulin is released to control your blood sugar by shuttling glucose into your muscles and into your liver to be used for energy. When your insulin levels are high, your body cannot burn fat. In fact, it has no need to burn fat because your body can get plenty of energy from the glucose that's in your bloodstream that triggered the insulin to be released to begin with. The worst part is that not only does insulin block fat loss, but it also causes the body to store excess glucose as fat. However, all hope is not lost. You have another hormone known as glucagon that pretty much has the inverse function of insulin. After depleting stored glucose from your muscles and from your liver, your blood sugar will begin to drop. When your blood sugar drops too low, glucagon can actually raise your blood sugar by converting glycerol in your fat cells into glucose for fuel. Glucagon also signals the fat cells to release free fatty acids in a process known as lipolysis. To put it simply, glucagon signals the body to release stored fat to be used as fuel. There are many studies that compare the effects of these 2 hormones, insulin and glucagon. But my favorite is one of the simplest, where a group of researchers studied the effects of these 2 hormones on rats. The study was published in the Journal of Comparative and Physiological Psychology. In this study, half of the rats were injected with insulin and the other half were injected with glucagon. The rats that received the insulin gained body fat and ate more. The rats that received the glucagon lost body fat. Now, nobody's going to be injecting you with glucagon, but there are ways that you could naturally lower your insulin levels and increase your glucagon levels through diet. And these 3 diets that I'm about to go over today do exactly that in the most effective way. Now, as long as your blood sugar is available, your body will preferentially burn that for fuel over fat. So, what is the best way to lower blood sugar in the shortest amount of time? The answer is our first diet method that we're going to go over today, and that's fasting. There is no better way to lower insulin levels and lower blood sugar levels than not eating at all. Now, I'm not advocating for you to starve yourself because that usually leads to a binge, which leads to a very high spike in blood sugar and insulin, storing any kind of fat that you might have lost in the process, if not more. But I do highly recommend that you try a couple simple fasting approaches, such as intermittent fasting, which involves a 16-hour fast followed by an 8-hour feeding window. A little more of an advanced version would be a 20-hour fast followed by a 4-hour feeding period. This is typically referred to as the warrior diet. And even more advanced than that would be the 1 meal a day diet, where you would fast for the entire day and only eat 1 meal. After that comes your longer duration fast, where you don't eat anything for 2 to 7 days. Although I don't recommend these for beginners, fasting for longer duration is scientifically proven to be the most effective way to lower blood sugar and insulin levels while simultaneously increasing glucagon levels. Meaning, there is no other diet approach out there that will lower your insulin and burn fat quite as much as not eating. And this makes perfect sense because even protein can be converted into glucose and can spike your insulin. But if you eat nothing at all, the only thing that your body has to work off of for energy after already depleting your liver and your muscles of glycogen is stored energy in the form of fat. Again, don't worry if you're not willing to not eat for 7 days. That's something that I only recommend to people